What's up, guys? Justin, the board game roamer, back for a continuation of our playthrough of Dungeon Crusade, Book 1 of Genesis of Evil. So, we completed our first round last time. We did okay, right? Forgot a couple of things. We got those squared away. I'm still waiting to hear back from Roger about the whole Blitz movement and how this situation will shake out. So, I'm just so you know, if you're watching this in the future, this may be after all that's been finalized, but just want to throw that caveat out there. As soon as I get an answer or clarification, I will definitely be letting you guys know or try to mention it either in a pinned comment or something like that. So, in the meantime, hey, let's get started, right? Again, remember, we're following this right here so we don't forget, because it's real easy to do with all the stuff going on. Basically, just at a high level, we know at this point in this round, the biggest thing is we have got to stop. Let's see. Yeah, we have got to stop this guy. He actually is supposed to be up here, I think, based on what we discussed last time. So first thing, we just upkeep. We don't have any afflictions. We don't have anything channeled. We got to place our initiative tokens, and we're not at the end, so we don't have to worry about the teleport track. So for this round, I think we're going to switch it up just a little bit. We need somebody that's close to this area to stop these guys. So our first close that we know can get like right next to these guys is our mage, right? Because he's right here. I mean, he's kind of got this guy in the way, which is a problem, but it is what it is. He's going to be able to take him out, hopefully, especially since he's got Arcane. He only needs one more hit. But he's not going to be able to get up there. That's the problem. So we're going to have to use our Blitz movement to get over here. Gosh, I think at the end of the day we're gonna end up taking some terror because of this. So there's our mage. We're gonna go first, or wizard. Then after that, the next closest in terms of quadrants is probably gonna be our ranger and our knight, and they can get to say. Oof, they can only really get to here because this is walls. That's going to be a problem. Oh, man, that sucks. I mean, we could get to... Yeah, over here we've got the same problem, right? We can only get to, like right here. Just nowhere near close enough. Oh, man, we may have to suck that one up. I mean, we definitely got to deal with that. So let's just deal with that. I think maybe we need to think about keeping somebody a little bit more mobile close to the center area for a minute. Yeah, so let's go. Well, let's do that. Then let's set our knight and ranger over here as 2 and 3. See if maybe they can, if we're lucky, they can get over there. We can do the ranger followed by the knight to see if they can roll really good and get over there. Maybe be able to take out a minion. I don't think they're going to be able to, though. There's no way, because even if they roll 6, 1, 2, 3, 6. Well, if they roll a 6, we might can take out one of them. But the only one that could possibly do that is our knight. And then 4, 5, 6 will be the priest, the rogue, and Heliac clearing out chambers up north. Cool. So that's all of that. Next thing we do is we draw the encounter card. Encounter card is an event. Heroes hear a loud crash and what sounds like thunder. A guardian has spawned in the dungeon. Oh my gosh. Spawn one Guardian if the limit has not been met for this scenario. Otherwise, discard this card and do not draw another encounter card. Okay, well, normally we have to roll for that, so now we don't. Wow. Okay, Guardian spawn. We're spawning Magnus. So these are going to work the same way. We're going to spawn them in a location. So let me get out his standee, and we're going to hope that he doesn't spawn anywhere close to our folks, because, yeah, that would just be bad news bears. That's just bad news bears. We'll use the purple stands for them. Alright, so here we go. Troll route die. Or actually, no. This is just spawns. So, I'm going to roll the d8. Oh my god. Are you serious? It's a 6. Okay. He spawns way up here in the corner. Right there. So, not necessarily close to anybody, but remember, look at his movement. He's got 3 quadrants plus the blitz movement. That's insane. Okay. Yowzers. Well, that's our encounter. Then we go to Guardian, where we roll to see if we spawn a Guardian. 19 or better. And we rolled an 11. The Guardian track drops. So at least we don't have 2 that we got to fight. Alright. So that's the Guardian phase. Now we go to the hero phase. So we're going to start with our boy, our mage. Gosh, wizard. I cannot believe this is going to be fun. That's what this is going to be. So he's going to attack the skeletal grunt minion, who is right here beside him. So let's get down to the table and do that right quick. Hopefully he'll take him out. And we'll see what happens. Now remember, they get their move action, right? And then they get their 2 actions. They get to move, and then they get their 2 actions. So the problem is you can't do that out of order. So I don't think I can. I don't know how. Let me think for a second. See if there's a way to pull this off. Yeah, I don't know why I said that earlier. We get our 2 actions. We do what we want. So I guess we're gonna attack, and then move, maybe. Just because try to get away from our Guardian that has shown up. So let's attack this minion and see what happens. Alright, so let's take a look at this. So here's the skeletal grunt. No special, nothing special happens with him on attack or defense or anything like that. So we got to do 2 things. Since it's a minion, we got to determine the warfare type. Since we're attacking, that we're going to use, and then assign a weapon. It doesn't really matter what the weapon is, but we have bonuses for 2 of the 3 things in here, so we'll have to figure that out. So again, instead of shuffling up the tokens and doing all that, I just use the D3 because it's here. Go down the side. So physical, mythical, arcane. Okay, physical, that's the one we didn't want. So we get a +2. This is the mage. I'll show you this again. I won't keep showing you this, but so he gets a -3 from his character, but then he's got a +2 with his weapon. He doesn't have anything else that gives bonuses. So it's a -1 to this roll. It's a 10 is what we need. So we really need an 11 or better. Oh gosh, to do that, a 19. That does it. Okay, well, so that's good. We at least took him out. So that was a 2nd damage, right? So let's look at this. That's the 2nd damage, right? No life force, so we don't get any life force from it. But now we make a roll. So this roll, this loot and gold roll, this is a single roll. We got to get a 20 to get any money or any loot. Okay, we got a 4. So, nope. This minion goes back into the deck. Right. Shuffle him in there. Take him off the board. He's gone. So now what that means is, at the end of the round, now we have 3 minions so far. So, we'll have to deal with 2. Or not deal with 2. We'll have to add 1 more so that we have the right number of minions. That's the first action. Now the question is, what do we do with the second action? I don't think he could have used his blitz move. Oh, he could have used his blitz movement. I should have done that. I should have blitzed. Yeah, we're going to redo that. He may not actually be gone. Crap, now I can find him in this thing that I just shuffled. That's horrible. Let's see. Where are you at? He was this one. All right, so we're going to put him back. This is a better, smarter play. Hopefully. You're not like locked in combat or anything like that, right? So when we're talking about our heroes, if they're like, I guess, quote, quote, engaged with a minion, like, you're not locked into that combat. So even though, I am somewhat, doing combat tangled up with a skeletal grunt, I don't have to stay there and keep attacking him. I can move freely and go somewhere else and do something else. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my blitz movement to actually move. So this is our quadrant we're in. I'm going to move to this one. Right? Oh, you know what? I don't know that I can. Actually, look at this. So here's the thing. If I use blitz movement, I do it like I'm actually moving, right? He's blocking the way. So I can't move through him just like I can't. Yeah, I can't move through him. So, I guess what I did earlier will actually stand. That's what I did. Had to do it that way, wasn't it? All right, so he is gone. I can't really use my blitz movement. That sucks. That's poor luck on my part. So I guess for my second action, I'm going to try this secret room roll again. We need a 15 or higher. Now, if we fail this, that room is locked for the rest of the playthrough. And it's a 4. Yep, so we failed. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this token. All right, so it's got the 3 and the 18. We're going to flip it to its opposite side that says locked. And we're going to put that back on there so we cannot go in there. That is our mage's go. Gosh, that sucks. I didn't even think about that blocking his movement. Okay, well, let's view it a little bit wider here. So our second activation would be Kane, Red Feather. I think he's just. I mean, there's no way they're both gonna get out, right? So I think Kane is gonna move down towards the corner, and let's move towards the corner and reveal a mining site and maybe a treasure chest, maybe. All right, so let's do that. So he's gonna activate. He's gonna move. He's in this quadrant. He's going to move into this one, and he's going to end up right here. There's no enemies or anything. There's no. Make sure there's no. Yeah, these are all quest rooms. That is a That is a quest room that apparently I have forgotten. Oh wait, that's yeah. Oh wait, that's not a quest room at all. Is it? Chamber Kings North. Chamber Kings North. Chamber Kings South. Oh, so no, this is actually. Huh. It shouldn't be there because it's not an actual room. Whoopsie, messed up on that setup. There you go. That's just an image. All right, so that's his blitz movement. Then he's going to do his regular movement, which is going to be a d6 plus 3. Okay, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reveal the treasure chest. That will end his movement, however. This token will go on our tavern task. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 5 that we need. So we're going to shuffle up. Oh my gosh, why can I not hold on to these cards today? Shuffle all this up. Bang, bang, boom. Draw a card. And we have Tome of Knowledge. You throw open the lid of the ancient chest to reveal the Tome of Knowledge. When activated, the hero may instantly level up, following the same procedures leveling up on Celebration Day. Discard after use. And if they're... Oh. If a hero is level 3, this may be turned in for 5 life force. Card may be traded between heroes. Okay. That is the only card like that in the treasure deck. So it's basically a free level up. Now, you may instantly level up following the same procedures leveling up on Celebration Day. I believe I could do this at any time. I'm going to choose to wait and see like life force and save it for life force. Because I'm not really sure which one of these guys I want to level up yet. So that was... Oh, there's 2 actions. That was just his movement action. Yeah, so his second action is going to be movement again, and the idea is we're going to try to get over here to this mining site, see what's on that. Okay, a 2 plus a 3 is not going to get us to the mining site. I can guarantee you that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 5, so he ends up over here behind that door. Okie dokie. Unfortunate, but that's what happened. So Kane is done. Our knight. So this is... We'll see what happens. He's gotta go. There's no way. So he's going to blitz movement all the way through here. He's going to end up... Let's see. If I go here... 1, 2, 3... There's no way he can get there. If I go here, there's a chance. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. So there is, if I roll a 6, basically this is all hinging on rolling a 6. He can make it to at least get rid of one of those minions, right? One of these guys. And he rolls, okay, he rolls a 2. All right, so, yeah, that's unfortunate. So he moved to here. That's a total of 2 plus 2. That's a total of 4. Dang, man. I'm going to be honest. Since there's no other way to get to him, I think I'm just going to skip. I'm just going to take the 2 terror. Just going to have to take it. And he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and start looking around in here. Because there is a mining... treasure chest token right there. So that's his first action. So the problem is, wait, could he make it? Maybe he could make it. Yeah, that he actually. So no, he could make it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, he could just move. He's going to roll again to try to get next to that minion. If he can get next to those minions, he can make an attack. Oh, that means Kane could have made an attack too. Dang. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, so sure. Now, there's a 6. Alright, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to put him 5, so he's beside both of those guys, and then he's going to attack. Oh man, that sucks. That sucks. All right, orc archer. He's gonna attack the orc archer. He's gonna attack the orc archer. Oh, is he gonna attack the orc archer? So let's see. The orc archer hat. Let's take a look at what they got. All right, we'll look at the orc archer in a second. I just realized I forgot to activate the Wraith's ability last time. At the end of the Wraith's turn, it rolls a d20. On a 16-20, it takes an additional turn. Only once activates once per activation, or once per turn. So I need it. If I roll a 16-20 on this, then when he moved to that tile last time, he would have activated again and immediately gone into the village. Okay, well, there's a 17, so he actually... Oh, that sucks. Went into the village. So, what that means that this track is going to move up by 1. Because he made it into the village. Now the good news is we have a chance to take out the archer so that he doesn't drive that track up. But yeah, that is super unfortunate for us. So let's take the Wraith off. Down here, rating, boom. All right, so let's move. We have 2 weapons. For the knight, doesn't really matter, right, which one we use. We're going to use our D3. Again, normally you would take the tokens, you would take 3, you'd shuffle them up, pick 1. I just use a D3, roll it against what's on the side here. So we got ranged, chaos, and spiritual in that order. Spiritual. That's probably a really bad one for... No! +1 for our knight. Okay, good. Spiritual is an 8 target. Jagged Arrow. Anytime the Arc Archer inflicts damage on a hero from a single warfare roll, the Arc Archer deals a d20. On a 16-20, the hero takes additional damage. So if we fail this, he'll do 1 damage to us, right? Because it's 8/1. But then we can potentially take a 2nd damage. But our target number is an 8. We'll just use the longsword. We get a +1. That's our total modifier. Because that just comes straight from our character board. We don't have any other equipment. And we need an 8, and we roll. Oh my god, okay, we roll a 1. That's horrible. So we fail. He does the damage to us, so we go to 9. But his Jagged Arrow fires. It says anytime the Orc Archer inflicts damage on a hero from a single warfare roll. That was a warfare roll. And it's anytime it inflicts damage. Doesn't matter whether it's on our turn or if it's on the minion turn. So we roll this. Ooh. It's thought about an 18 real hard. So we don't take a 2nd damage, but we also didn't stop him. Golly. A 1. Come on, man. I don't know what he did. Like he swung and hit himself or something. That's both of our actions. So that token comes off of him. Yeah, that is no bueno for reals. All right. What to do next? That's tough, dude. It's gonna be our up here. It's gonna be our priest and company. Like I said, there's no way for... Well, no, there may be. Actually. Yeah, there could be a way. Nope. That's a wall. So, I mean, in order... Oh, gosh. So I could put the priest here. Whoops. This is why I'm not a fan of the doors, is because I'm constantly hitting them like that. If I put her here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. I'll need at least 10 move. I'm going to get +2 to each of those. That's a 4. So I need 6 total movement for her to get beside that archer. It save us a terror. Let's do it. We're going to do it. All right, so we're going to activate our priest. Is that what we're going to do? I think that's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. Let's do it. All right. So we're going to activate the priest. We're going to move the priest from up here. I know that's like a long way. Way away. Let's see if I can make you see it a little bit better. There we go. It's a little bit better. So the priest is going to move. Blitz movement first. Remember, we get the quadrant. So she's going to move into this quadrant here. There's no enemies or anything, so she can take the path out of the chamber, because that's where they're at. Goes out, down, around, bing, bang, boom. She's right here. Then we're going to do movement. We need some good rolls. +2. So this is an example. It's a good example of why having a torch is helpful, which we probably, when we get some money, we probably need to get one, because that would give us, between 2 actions, 4 more additional movement. So between 2 actions, if they were both movement, that would be a total of 8 additional movement because of the +2 that she normally gets for each action. It would be a lot easier to catch stuff. So let's roll it and see what happens. So first movement, oh my god, it's a 4. Total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so we need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need a 4 or better for a second action on this roll. Okay, we got a 5. Good grievous. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Boom. She was able to, albeit barely, make it. All right. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. So let's go check out this guy, and let's see if we can take out this archer before he gets out. All right. Here we go. So D3. We've got ranged, chaos, and spiritual. We really, really, really want a 3. She's got a +1 in ranged, so that's not horrible. But we really want either a 1 or a 3, preferably a 3. Okay, and we get a 2. Of course we do. That's chaos. She has a -3 in chaos. Now, she does have a +2 for this, so it's a total of a -1. And the target number is a 9. So let's see. We get a -1 to this roll. Wow, okay. That's a 5. -1 is a 4. Not enough. So she takes a damage. Right? And then we're going to roll the 16 to 20 d20 because of the jagged arrow ability. She fortunately doesn't take a second damage, so she goes down to 7. And the orc archer laughs. Took us off because, yeah. Now we do have the potential. Maybe the rogue. Oh, we should have done that in the opposite order. Maybe the rogue can make it over there. I don't know. We're gonna see. So we could do a rogue next. Now their movement, the rogue's movement, is a d6 + 4. And I should have. Yeah, that was poor movement on my part. I think I could have moved the knight maybe to here instead. Yeah, I could have moved him to here. Oh no, he wasn't there. So yeah, here. So that would leave a spot open. I think I can do that. I may be wrong. Hopefully I'm not cheating. I may be off by a movement point, but let's just say that that's the case. So our rogue is going to start up here, do the same thing, starting on this quadrant, and is going to move as far as she can to here. right? Then we're going to do that D6 plus 4 roll. We're going to do it twice. And we're going to really, really, really hope that's going to be enough to get us over to where we need to be. So let's go over here. She's just off screen. Moving this way. All right, so 5. Okay, 5 plus 4, that's a 9. It's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Doesn't really matter what she rolls because the plus 4 alone is going to get her right there. Okay. We're doing it again. We are... Wait. What am I doing? What am I doing? Why did I roll a d20? I'm an idiot. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking of the original, the revised combat. I'm only halfway doing it right. Okay, well, I can't go back. Dang it. I get all excited and just start doing stuff, and I don't think. Let's go back. We have our warfare types. Okay, let's try this again. All right, let's do this. Let's just see. Before we do the other folks, let's go back. Let's go back and do this properly. So when the mage went, he moved up. We're just going to redo the combat completely. Nope, he's not close enough. Not the mage. I'm sorry. When Sabrinius moved up, right? We're gonna retcon this a little bit so we do it right, and then I'll get it right from this point on. Hopefully, I just get excited. It's crazy. So what we did? What did we roll? We rolled. Oh yeah, we rolled spiritual. He had a +1 in. What we should have rolled instead of a d20 is we should have rolled a d6 and a d12. Looking for an 8. Wow, okay, there's a 17. So, yeah, we took the Orc Archer out. Actually, nobody took damage from the Orc Archer, which means our Priest is actually full. Sabrinius is actually full. Okay, yeah. And then we roll the d20. He's got a 20 for loot, a 19 plus, and that's an 11, so we didn't get any loot or gold. He's actually out. Okay. He's gone. And that, but, okay, so let's be fair about it, right? That also means that our skeletal grunt that we fought with our mage, and I know this is kind of like a little bit messy, but we'll get it right going forward. Was a -1, right, because of physical. So let's get this cleaned up. So this is the knights. This is what happens. It's part of the game. Sometimes you forget. We're gonna fix it. But you guys, if you watch the channel, you know I'm not a professional. I'm just here to have fun, and this is part of it. There's another channel. The channel name is literally just Jeff. Doesn't always have the same play style or the same love of the same type of games that I necessarily do, but he's very authentic and he shows you in real time when he screws up. He doesn't edit it out. He doesn't do anything like that. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just being authentic. All right, so. The skeletal grunt. It would have been a physical. So let's go ahead and use the correctly colored dice. It was a physical. It was a -1 because we had a +2 from the sword and a -3 on our wizard. A 6 and a 2 is an 8. What do we need? We needed 6 and a 2. We needed a. Was it physical? Gosh, I don't remember. Was it physical? Or is that the one I rolled like a 1 on? I don't know. Let's just read it from the top so we see the whole thing. So we're going back. We're doing the wizard fight with this guy. we have to pick a warfare value. Okay, it is physical. Now we roll with a -1. 5 and a 4 is a 9. -1 is an 8. We needed a 10, so that's still a miss. Or actually, that's a miss, which means he would still be over there, right? But that was just his first of 2 actions, so we can use another action. Oh, and he took a damage. So that would take our wizard down to 7. Yep. And then his second action is going to be to attack again. But we got to do all the steps again, right? So we roll a d3. This time, okay, well, it's still a 1. It is physical. So same thing again. -1 to this roll. We need a 10 or better total. So there's a 12. 10 and 2 is 11. Sorry, 10 and 2 is 12. -1 is 11. That's over 10. So we did actually legitimately take him out. I know this is confusing. Just hang out. Bear with me. Then we do our loot roll, which is a 5. We needed a 20. Didn't get it. And most of the time, honestly, you don't get it on these minions, right? It's the chambers, the guardians. That's where you're going to get your loot. All right. So minion, bam, goes away. Now, the one good thing, now that we're caught up, right? Right. But having done that, now I've got myself confused. Let's see, 5, 4. So these were still both way up there. Right, the priest moved down first. So we're gonna roll back. The priest moved down. Okay, let me just go up here and show you this right quick. So the priest moved from up here down and got just enough movement to try to take out this archer, but I did the same thing. I completely screwed up that roll with her. So we're gonna go back to the priest turn, okay, and we're gonna do that. That was against. Oh no, we had already killed him with somebody. I don't remember who killed him. I don't have his card over here. Never mind. We're good. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna leave these over here because that's really more punitive to me. Because remember, this guy is sitting over here, so he's moving 3 quadrants, so he could move right on top of us. Okay. Last one to go is Maheliak. And he's thinking, why did I come into this party with all these freaking crazy people that don't know how to fight because I can't even use the right dice? Yeah, we're going to just start moving him south. Nope, he doesn't really need to go south. I'll tell you what, we've got right up here, we've got a treasure chest. So we're going to have him do his movement, his blitz, onto that treasure chest. Take the treasure chest token, which I believe 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 5. 5 tokens. That means our task, tavern task, is actually complete. So we'll be able to use Albus now. Yes, Albus will be activating. All right, so treasure chest. Pull it out. Shuffle it up. So you know I'm not doing shenanigans. And cut it, I don't know, there. Flip it. Uh-oh. Swinging pendulum. Oh, Lord. Okay, well. Like I said, yeah, we got one treasure chest that we got some free level up, and here's what counters it. As you raise the lid, a loud snap above you is heard as a rope just broke. A gigantic pendulum comes swinging down. Test evade 17 to avoid being hit. So, let's keep reading. On a fail, roll a d12. The result is damage taken. Place the pendulum token on this space. Any hero entering this space must also test evade. Monsters ignore this. So this is like basically a trap that came out on that spot, even though we're not using traps. That's horrible. So that's what we got. But it is a 17, right? It's evade. But remember, we minus 6 from that because of our reference card. So that becomes a 16 with evade. Maheliac is a +2 to evade, I believe. Nope. Is he a +2? Yeah, he's a +2. So we need an 11. Okay, 17 +2, we're good. So he doesn't take any damage. I'm just curious. If he had failed, he would have taken, oh my god, 6 damage. Oh my lord, that's like half his life. It's exactly half his life. But we do have to put that token in that space, and this is actually going to be something that stays out here, right? It sticks out, and when we go over there, that's going to be a problem. All right, so we're going to take this token right here. This is that trap token, and we're going to place it over here where Maheliac is at. Now, what that means is that if we were to want to go in this room, the cesspools north, that particular chamber, we'd have to make that check. Fortunately for us, it's not a quest location, so guess where we're probably never going for the rest of the playthrough? You guessed it, up in that corner. Or at least not in that specific chamber. Because who wants to get attacked by that? Not me, said I. So that was his first move. Not a very good move, clearly. That was his blitz move, actually. So now he's going to do his regular move, and he's just going to start heading south, trying to go over here. That's a 5 + 2. That's going to be a 7. And so let's move him 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's going to move again with a 6, 4 + 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's where he ends up. And that takes care of all of the heroes. Oofta. All right. That's a Barrett special right there. Okay, so we've completed all the hero turns. Not horrible. But now's where we really see the dungeon fight back. Because what's next? Yep, that's right. It's the minions. So this is where the minions are going to populate in. So we've got rid of 3, which is good. But now we got to put 3 back out. Then they're all going to move. Our guardian's going to move. And yeah, we're going to see what that looks like. Oh, you know what we did forget to do? We forgot to take Albus's turn. He's just simply going to take this tavern task, and he's going to take it. He's going to run that back to town with his blitz action to turn that in. And actually, while he's in town, we're going to do a little bit of shopping with him. All right, so here we go. So he moves from the siege tile with this blitz move into town. Like I said, we're going to turn in this tavern task because we've got the 5 treasure chests, and that's done with the rest of the game. We're not doing anything with that. We get $500. This is the money that I originally spent, so we get $500. Put that right there, and then we get 8. Wow, that's a lot. 8 life force. So 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so we're gonna put that over at the academy. So now what that's going to do is that's going to allow us, if we want to, our heroes can take essentially their whole turn. It's called Enlightenment. And we can get a skill, learn a skill, a special ability, I should say, from over here, right? So now that we have some points, we can start looking at that. But we have $500, 500 gold. So we're gonna buy 2 torches, and what are we gonna buy? Oops. We can carry 4 things. Potions. The torches, I believe, count as potions on Albus. So let's grab a couple of torches. So we're going to take these 2 and put them on Albus. And then we're going to take, we got 300 left. I don't know, maybe we should buy some items. Let's maybe do that. You know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save that other 300 for once we level up at the end of this quest table. Hopefully we don't all die before that. We should get through at least one quest table, so we can use that to do other stuff with. So that 300 will actually go back on Albus until he gets maxed out, or actually, yeah. I guess we could buy like another couple healing potions. Let's do that, because that'll put him at 4. So we're going to spend 2 more 100, buy 2 more healing potions. These 2 are also going to go on Albus, so he can distribute those. So Blitz action got him into town, where he's able to sell. His first action is going to get him back in to the dungeon. And so then he can trade. What do we want to give who? This is the question, isn't it? So let's go with right now he is by, let's see, what do we want to do here? So right now he is by our rogue, our priest, and our knight. Our rogue doesn't have a healing potion, so let's give the rogue one of the healing potions. She's got decent movement, so then let's give the priest, and the knight the torches. And let's just go ahead and give the priest actually both of the healings, since at some point she should rejoin Maheliak, our barbarian, and our ranger. Let's do that. I mean, that's kind of maybe what she do, or if she's fixing to have to fight. She's fixing to have to fight a guardian. We'll see. So what we'll do is we have the torch when we bring them. They come on with a flame side up, and so there's going to be an upkeep, to that, where we've got to make sure that does not go out. Cool. I think that takes care of all the heroes now. Yeah. Okay, so looking at the board again, remember we only have a single minion out, right? So we're going to have to start the process of seeding the dungeon back. Now we have 1 guardian, and remember we've already rolled, right, for that guardian at the beginning, right after its upkeep, encounter, guardian, and then the guardian will move during this phase. So let's go back down here. So here's our 1 that we have. We've got our minion deck. Again, shuffle it. And the ones that we've defeated go back in the stack, right? So we just shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And we're going to draw 3 total. So here's our 3 that we're going to have. We're going to look at them, and then we'll go back and place them. So the first one we have is, oh my god, that freaking Wraith. Oh, that sucks. Red Wraith. Why are you coming back? You and your people. Skeleton Grunt. It's the green version instead of the blue version. Okay. Well, so I guess he's mad that we axed his buddy earlier. So I guess he's maybe coming back for revenge. Right? Skeleton's got to stick together. And finally, a green cultist of Zool. Okay. And I'm going to put these like this. And then I'm going to put the Guardian right there in case we get a second one. That gives us a little room there. Green cultist of Zool. Bam. Alright, so when they come out, remember, we're rolling the troll route die, we're rolling a d8, and then we're also rolling to see if they are raiding. So let's start with our Red Wraith. That's a 2, so he's not raiding. Starting out, heading in the orange direction on spawn point 4. Spawn point 4 is, there's a 2, there's a 4. Heading in the direction orange, so he's headed that way. Alright, so he is going to, with his blitz movement, since he's already on a spawn skull pile, he's going to just move to the next one. And then for his regular movement, because he started on one, he is going to move again following the purple route, which actually takes him up north, around the door, boom, boom, boom. Let's see. So he needs to land in one of 3 spaces to be adjacent because this spawn point is occupied. So we'll say 1, 2, 3 on a D3. All right, so he's going to stop right here. He can occupy that same space. And that is his movement. Now we're going to do the skeletal grunt. Oh, sorry. Almost forgot. He's the stupid shadow. So we got to roll a d20. Does he take another turn? Oh my god, he takes another turn. Okay, so this actually kind of works out. So the way, so far when we've talked about blitz movement, what have we seen? We've seen skull piles to spawn points, right? So now we have to ask ourselves, well, what happens if, like in this case, he's not on a skull pile? It's a good question. So what's going to happen is he's going to take another turn. Now that turn is like a full turn, okay? So he's not at a point where he would go to. He's not on an actual skull pile. So, and again, at the time of this recording, these rules are kind of in flux. They've been initially published, I think, at this point, 100% finalized yet. Not yet, but the way they're written, at least as of now, and this could change. Big, huge caveat. Anything to do with blitz movement and the seeding process, just know that it could change. Its final form could be different by the time the Kickstarter's done and it actually ships to you. We'll continue to refine it, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to roll our patrol. No, we're not going to roll patrol. We're going to roll for his movement. And that's going to tell us, that's going to say, can he get to the spawn point or not? Well, he can. And then from there, he's going to, if he can make it to that spawn point, which in this case he could, then we're going to roll our regular patrol route die to determine where he's going to go from there, and he will go to the next spot. If, nope, that's not right. I'm sorry. That was a previous version. Okay, I I can't. I don't have access to be able to pull up what I need to pull up right this minute. I think I take that back. So what it's going to do is he's going to roll his movement. All right, because he's not on 1. It's a 5 plus a 2 is a 7. He would, if that movement would get him to a spawn point, then he would make it there, and then he would just move like normal to another spawn point with his blitz movement. So he's going to be able to do that. Let's say that he was short. Let's say that, like in this case, let's say that he was here, right, for some reason, and he rolled a 1, right? So that's a 3, 1, 2, 3, right? He couldn't make it to that spawn point. So what would happen then is you would move him like he made it to the spawn point. Then he would move 3 after you roll the patrol route die along the path that the patrol route die was, and that's how he would move. But in this case, he can make it, and then he's going to move 1 more following the blue. So, following the blue. Where is he at? Did I just pick him up? What the heck did I do with him? What did I do with you, dude? You got a red base. You should be pretty easy to see. Oh, here he is. So he'd go to the spawn point, and then he would follow blue all the way around, and then again, I always like to go ahead and roll. Or actually, I shouldn't roll, should I? I guess he doesn't have a direction yet, because that's kind of like I would make decisions based on where I know he's going to move. So I shouldn't roll until I come back to him. Okay, so that is his second full action because of his shadow step. Lord. All right. So the skeletal grunt. Let's roll for him. We have a 5 on the D8, so he's going to spawn at 5, following the orange route, and a 4 means he is not raiding. Finally, one that's not raiding. Raiding sucks. Where's the number 5? There's a 2. There's a 3. There's a 4. Where's a 5? There's an 8. Which is, as it turns out, not a 5. There's a 7. Where's the 5? There's a 3, 2, 1. Hold on, let me find it. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm an idiot. 5 is up here. He's on it. I was like, where the heck is he at? Okay, so he's going to spawn 5. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't do the Shadow Dweller. We should have put them all out and then did their movement. So he would have spawned like here. Actually, he probably would have spawned here because the other one was there. Then the Shadow Dweller would have moved. First, let's go ahead and do that. I should have done a roll for it. So, yep. It's going to do its... Alright, it's 18. So it blitzes. Dang it. Every turn. No, we don't do it after it's already there. It's just the new ones. So it's going blue. So it's going to move to the blue. So it will move to this one. It can't land on that one. So we roll the D6. So that's 4. So it's going to go 4 from there. The first one would be where the wraith is, and then it's going to follow purple, which is down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. My practice game, this was a lot easier to keep up with. Right. Now let's do... Oh, we did the cultist. Crap, where does this guy go? Oh, Lord. It's too much to keep up with. It really is a lot. It is a lot. So let's just do the skeletal grunt again. I'm not exactly sure where he was at, honestly. So let's just roll for everything. So he's not rating. I need to roll the d8. My God, he's gonna show up there too. He would have been up there too. So guess I would have put him right here. No, put him right there. 2, he would have been able to make it to where the 5 spot was, and then he would use his blitz movement. His blitz movement would have gone. He'd have made it to there, and then would have followed purple back, which actually would have taken him way over here. Okay, that's very convoluted and sloppy. Hopefully next time around that will not be. Again, I'm still, I've got the movement and stuff, and I'm sending these videos because I'm doing this well before the Kickstarter. I'm sending these to Roger, so you may see some corrections as we go along and some refinements. So please just understand that. But this should give you an idea of what is going on. This is very, it's a great game. It's just a lot to keep track of, a lot of little things, and especially like at this stage when we're just kind of still trying to work on and refine it. Now you can see what it's like. You play and you're like, oh, we didn't think about that case, or oh, that didn't work out like we thought. This is how you figure it out, right? You gotta play it to know it, or to find it out. Okay, I need to quit. I need to quit running my mouth. I just need to quit doing that, don't I? Okay. Cultist of Zul. So she went where she's at. So now she's got the same deal, right? Her blitz movement and her patrol route. So she got enough to get to that location, and then she's going to follow purple. So she's going to follow purple, and she's going to end up right here just before the minion. It's already taking up that slot. That's everybody's moved. Now we do our Guardian. So Guardians get a quadrant move just like they normally would, except they get one more. They get one, and then they get their normal. So Magnus actually has 4 quadrant moves. So his first quadrant move is going to be blue. So that's going to take him here, and it would have passed anybody. Again, you're technically moving them right along the path. So he started here, so I move him along the path, checking for line of sight. No line of sight happens. So that's 1. Then we go orange. So that heads south. That's 2. Then we go green. It's actually back to where he came from. That's 3. And this is his final one. Purple again. Oh, no, I say again. So he moves down, up, and over to here. So he's close. Now, here's the interesting part. Let's take a look at his card. Right? So his card, you see he's got spiritual, ranged, and arcane. Well, if we look over here, spiritual and arcane are close. Ranged, unfortunately, is not, but we do have a +3 with our. Oh, but they all have to fight when we do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. Yeah, we'll see. I think there may be some potential party things we can do. And that is round 2. A little bit messy. I apologize for that. But hey, we did it. We completed it. Kind of thinking about next round. We need to. I think we might have a chance over here. I think we might He's got 8 hit points, all right? So Magnus has 8 hit points. So it's not going to be, you know, we're going to have basically 1 round of combat with him, potentially, to do maybe 3 points of damage, right, out of 8. But it's better than nothing. So, that's kind of what we're gunning for, what we're shooting for. So let me know what you guys think. What do you think about the game so far? Other than I know there's some rules mistakes, and I've been trying to point those out. Like I said, this is a big game with a lot of stuff and a lot of little rules, and yeah, it's just there's a lot of little rules to keep up with, and kind of edge cases that are. The rule book's not bad, right? I mean, if you've watched my videos, to be perfectly transparent, the original rule book I didn't like at all. Had a lot of problems with it, but Roger listened to the community and went in and kind of revised it, clarified a lot of things, and then when the revised combat came out, that's when he did that, so that cleaned it up a lot. It's still, there's still some stuff that I think is not as clear as it could be, but it is way better than it was. And hey, there's the copies out there now. So I would say, if you're watching this and the Kickstarter campaign's going on, let Roger know, hey, this part doesn't make sense. Can we get some clarification so that he can alter the rule book and get that, get the rule book made even better. There's not a lot of player aids that I've seen on BGG, really, that are detailed. And so I think what I would like to do at some point is maybe just sit down and make a player aid for combat for guardians, minions, chamber combat as it relates to the classic combat system, as it relates to the revised combat system, and then clarification on just some sort of cheat sheet, I guess. And it'd be a pretty long cheat sheet. It's not going to be Lacerda cheat sheet long, but it'll be a long cheat sheet, but just kind of really flesh out the turns and some of the nuances of things that you do, like when you spawn minions. The quick reference guide says you spawn the minions, but it doesn't tell you that you're supposed to roll to see if they convert to rating if they're not already rating. Those sorts of things. I'd like to see some sort of sheet clarified, because the rule books, it's just a lot of pages. It's just got a lot of content, and it's 40 effectively. Of course, this includes the solo stuff too, but 45, 46 pages, and it's just a lot to find because of the way that it's laid out. Some of the stuff is not exactly where I expected it to, so I struggle to find some of that stuff. It's in there. Most of the stuff is in there, but there's just some clarification that would probably be helpful. But I've been talking to Roger, and he's been helping me clarify some of the stuff that I find. So as he's watching this video, hopefully he'll help me clarify all the stuff that I screwed up in this one, so we'll know. But this will give you a good idea of what the game's like. So we're going to end this episode. As I continue to go through these episodes, hopefully we can get to maybe do a couple turns in an episode and really start speeding it up once I get through some of these clarifications, and then it should just be boom, 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 boom. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. I'm the Board Game Roamer. Justin, stay awesome. Go play some games, and I will see you, my friends, in the next video. Bye, guys.